Hello everyone. I recently did the hazard perception test in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, as a part of the driving test. This is the second step. The first one is driver's knowledge test, and the second one this one, and the third one the actual driving test. So today I have some tips and resources for helping you to prepare for the hazard perception test. Obviously, first thing you would need to book a test. But remember, it's not necessary that you have to do the hazard perception test in the same test center where you are going to do the driving test. It doesn't matter. So whenever it is convenient, and I would say book early, book in advance so that you find a suitable time for you. Usually, it might in some centers it might be difficult to get an early date, so you could explore other options. As long as it is convenient for you to travel, you could go to other centers in Sydney or New South Wales to do the hazard perception test. Um, Now I'm gonna talk about some resources that you can use and some tips as well at the end. The first one is Hazard Perception Handbook. I'll put this link in the description of this video as well. But I didn't find this book very useful for the test itself. I mean, it's obviously very good for background knowledge, but it's for the test itself, I didn't find it very useful. But what was more important for me was I went to these two links here, and I could actually practice just like in the real test. I could practice different scenarios where I would have to respond. So again, I didn't find any link for the NSW hazard perception test, but it doesn't matter. You could use like these are one for South Australia, the other one for Victoria. So if you practice these, then that should be enough. But unlike driving test or driving knowledge test, the resources for hazard perception test is quite scarce. There are different types of questions they ask, but two common ones are when to slow down. For example, you're traveling along a two-way road in a 50 kilometer per hour speed zone. Click the respond now button when you would slow down. And usually the answer is as soon as possible. It's much before then you actually would slow down in actual driving. So you need to, this is a tip one from me. And the other type of question that I would like to highlight is when to turn right. For example, you are stopped, you wish to turn right at the intersection, click the respond now button when it would be safe to go. And usually, most of the times, it's just never. I mean, you would have to be completely safe to turn right, and mostly don't just rush into clicking. Most of the times, don't have to do anything. And on the test day, you are provided with a headphone at the testing center. I found it useful to use that. You don't have to use it, but I found it useful because it cuts off the noise and you can concentrate. And the interesting thing is system doesn't tell you when you go do right or wrong after each question. And it doesn't even tell you like how many questions you did well. Just get the final outcome. Congratulations, something like that.